Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Ninja Candy. My name is Ashley, and I know you, like me, are a huge weeb, and you want to mark yourself with as many anime symbols as you possibly can. So today I'm going to be trying to make Fullmetal Alchemist earrings. Now, I've never made earrings like this before, but I think I can figure it out. So the first thing you're going to need is your artwork. I'm going to be using the symbol from Ed's jacket and the Ouroboros. Hi, editor me talking. I realize now that the Ouroboros doesn't have the wings it's supposed to have, and I promise you, I'm more angry about it than you are. Mostly because they're the most recognizable symbols, and as a way to fend off most normies. I mean, either they see you as a weeb or a devil worshipper, which should be enough to keep them at least 6 feet away, if not more. Anyway, let's start by jumping into your art program of choice. Mine is Krita, which is free and has pretty decent features. It's where I make most of my digital art. Hashtag sponsored. Nah, I'm kidding. I've got one sub. Ain't nobody sponsoring me. Okay, so my plan is to connect all the pieces together to form one shape with Ed's symbol. And with the Ouroboros, I want to try putting it on a back piece. So I'm making these out of faux leather, and I think with the Ouroboros I want to try embossing it. Now that our artwork is prepared, we can put them into Cricut Design Space. Make sure to save your stuff as a PNG if you don't have a way to make SVGs. Much easier to put them into Design Space. Now, as a control for how well I make these earrings, I have this pack of regular earrings from Jennifer Maker, who makes actual tutorials. I'll link the one I watched below. Okay, so I have not gotten the hang of this program yet. The way it's set up is so weird to me, but I eventually figure out how to make the back piece with holes in it. I was going to do that with Ed's symbol, but I think I'd rather try making it a stud. We'll see how that choice goes as we jump to the cut. Now I recommend always cutting a test piece. I'm using some lightweight cardstock. It's just to get a good grasp on the size and how well it sticks together. Here's a little trick I learned from Jennifer Maker, where you put two different colors on the same mat to cut faster. It took me longer than it should to figure this out, but with the iPad app you actually have to move the pictures in the make it stage instead of the edit stage. Cricut Design Space is so weird. See, this is why you should always cut a test piece. These things are a little too big. Insert that's what she said joke. Anyway, I think I'm ready to cut the leather now, which is the most nerve-wracking part. It says on the package that I don't need a deep cut blade with the Air 2, so I hope that's true because I don't have one. I also don't have a strong grip mat, but the tutorial I watched used a green one, so I'm hoping I can as well. Okay, so first I cut the leather into smaller pieces and placed them on the mat, trying to push down as much as possible. Then I just used the faux leather setting in Cricut Design Space to cut. Well, it did cut, but it kept lifting off. The way the leather setting cuts, where it goes over it twice, kept ripping it off. I decided to recut my black earrings since I put them too high on the mat anyway, and I changed the setting. It seemed to work much better. I didn't even need to cut it twice. To be fair, this material is very thin. I'm thinking these won't last very long. So, while we're waiting for me to finish this, what's your favorite Fullmetal Alchemist character? Mine is 100% Greed. If we're talking FMA, it's Martel, but in Brotherhood, it's definitely Greed. No spoilers, but come on, you know I'm right. Brotherhood is full of amazing characters. Even the side characters grow in some way. But Greed is awesome from the get-go. He knows what he wants. And you and I both know that after spending one night with Ling and Ed, he would have done anything for them. Speaking of Ling, he's definitely my second favorite character. I will never forgive the first FMA for depriving me of him. I remember when Brotherhood came out and I read it was going to be completely different, which I for some reason thought meant it was going to be bad. I slept on it for years before I finally ended up watching it. I mean, it kinda sucks how bad it makes the first one look. Ah crap, sorry, this somehow turned into FMA versus Brotherhood time. Back to the art project. Also, I don't mind weeding my projects, but getting all these little bits off the mats are a huge pain. As I was putting these Ouroboros ones together, I try to put these little triangles in by hand, and it looks awful. I used transfer tape for the next one, and it looks much better. I also wish I had better glue, but it was either super glue or Elmer's glue, and I figured this would at least dry faster. So as I'm putting the jump rings on these, I realized I wanted to emboss them, and I don't think I can do it when it's all together. And I'm not cleaning the mat again, so I'm just going to do it with Ed's symbol instead. Which also didn't really work. I was having a lot of trouble getting the powder to stick. But then I thought maybe it's just 'cause it's black on black. So I tried it again with the hearts. My red powder is a lot more sparkly and it does seem to work a lot better. It also makes them feel fun. So my light decided to die right here, but all I did was stick on the earring backs and try them on. Here's some terrible JPEGs from my iPhone. And, well, as they technically function as earrings, I'm not sure if I like how they look. These ones are definitely my favorite and the ones I'm most likely to actually wear. Somehow they are still super big, and these hearts look a bit ridiculous. I mean, the black ones look cool, but there's something about them that's weird. Maybe I should have made them dangly instead of studs. If you plan on making these or any faux leather earrings, I would definitely change the setting on the Cricut design space. At least with this brand. It's pretty thin stuff, which is why I think maybe layering it would have been better. And when it comes to embossing it, I'm not really sure. Maybe it would be useful if you want a different color or you want it sparkly. I've only did it on paper a few times, so maybe I just did it wrong. If you have any suggestions, I'm all ears. But thanks for watching this video. The next one I'm going to make is definitely the Steven Universe one. I was going to do that one first, but I had to wait to get some vinyl from Amazon. And since the world's ending, that's taking a little bit longer than it usually does. But I'm hoping it will come soon. Alright, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!